You know, I can't figure it out, but for some reason, I just keep hearing NSYNC playing in the background. That Bye 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 song is really stuck in my head for some reason. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy Collection figure. And this is kind of a re-release, but the first one you could only get in a 2-pack. So it's the first time getting it single carded, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. I don't know about you guys, but ever since this movie has came out, all I can think of is this movie. And you could say the same for the last two releases, but this one's just hitting a little different. This one felt like a story that had been building, and I'm not really gonna get into spoilers, but we're gonna do like a spoiler comparison later, as far as like you'll have to see it. So this figure is pretty much a re-release, but with a couple small upgrades, which I will tell you guys about. Here's the original version over here on the right. Here's the re-release over here on the left. To the naked eye, you can't really tell any differences, except this one has one gun, this one has two guns, and like even on the back you really cannot tell. But we're not here to talk about this one. This one will do fine if you have it, but it's gonna be easier to get this one until the new ones come out from the new movie. So Deadpool comes with a lot of accessories. Let's get into the hands, and then we're gonna get into the weapons, and then I'll tell you guys what is a bonus from the last figure to this one. So of course he comes with his unicorn, which if you saw Deadpool 1, you're probably gonna wish that you didn't see this unicorn. I'm gonna leave it at that. He comes with two of these kind of open hands, kind of diving, or kind of putting his hands up to his face, like you saw on the other one that I had, like that. He comes with two of those hands, which is nice. Deadpool is very expressive for a guy that does not show his face. He comes with that for the left and the right. He comes with two fisted hands, because why not have a fisted hand for a guy like this? He comes with two sword holding hands, katana holding hands, or his knife. Or if there's Deadpool, I'm sure there's other ways you can use that hand. And he comes with two trigger shooting hands, trigger holding hands. He comes with two gun wielding hands. That's what you need to know, which was missing from the first release. We did not get trigger finger hands with the first release. We got the one pistol in the holster. We didn't get the two. Dude carries two pistols around. I mean, come on, let's be real here. So the cool thing about Deadpool is that he is able to hold all of his weapons on his person, which is kind of cool. You flip around to the back, you do have the two katanas that easily come out of their holster. Very nice. I'm gonna put those back in there. Once you've seen one sword in 1/12 scale, you kind of seen them all, except if it's like some crazy detailed Mezco one or something like that. They fit in there very nice. They're not gonna fall out. You know, that's something that you don't have to worry about with stuff like that. They're not gonna fall out. If you come down to his lower left leg, you do have, as he likes to call it, baby knife in the movie. You take that out of its sheath, and then as you see, there's not too much going on here. Once again, once you've seen a little dagger in 1/12 scale, you have seen them all. He does have hands to hold the katanas and the baby knife. Here's where the upgrade comes in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the hands off, and you're gonna go to the trigger finger hands, because we were not fortunate enough to get those the first time around. There was some licensing issues with toys at the time, which was very weird. Still dealing with the effects of it in the DC figures. But Deadpool's pistols actually come out of the holster this time around and easily fit right in the hand. Now you could take a trigger finger hand from G.I. Joe, or even a pistol from G.I. Joe, and give it to him prior to this, but it was like, you know, it felt like we got a neutered version of Deadpool in figure form. So now, oops, that was my own doing, not the figure. Unless maybe that doesn't fit in there the way it did earlier. Okay, so now he has both of his pistols, which is a massive plus. Because, I mean, it's Deadpool, you need them. As far as articulation goes, he has butterfly joints, which I don't know if the first one... Yeah, okay, the first one did have those. I had to double check. So his arms can go all the way back for the Merc doing a nice little dive like that for whatever reason. He's got it. Or he can reach across, shoot like that, probably pop himself in the arm. As far as torso articulation, he does have this. You would think it would block. But as far as bending down, it's not. I mean, this does raise up when he bends down, but it still can move. I'm anxious to get a figure arts version of probably the new movie instead of the older ones, just to see how they do. I've noticed that Baby Knife is staying in the sheath nice and well too. Does not want to come out at all. I mean, of course, unless you pull it, which is nice. As far as leg articulation, homeboy can kick like that. Like I said, Deadpool's very expressive, so he does a lot of body language. He can jump around, all kind of stuff like that, do like a little dive like that. Obviously, there are people way more talented with posing than I am, but I mean, you get the gist. Like, it looks cool. Dude can do a lot. And then getting down to the feet, he can go all the way back, which I want to know whose foot does that. I mean, I guess everybody's can. But I want to know whose foot does that. That's what mine feels like it does on an airplane when I'm 6'6". And ankle pivot is oh so nice. Almost can put that bad boy backwards, which is wild. Absolutely insane. Now, this Deadpool, I don't have the tape measure with me, so I can't tell you how well it scales. Everybody said that the original release scaled well with other Marvel Legends, so you're gonna have to take my word on that one. But as far as comparisons, here's where we get into a little bit of a spoiler. I guess it's in the thumbnail if you really want to get to it. You do have a comic accurate height Wolverine, so Deadpool does tower over him, which is nice. I don't know when you're going to have movie Deadpool and comic Wolverine together, but if you want to, there you can. I don't have any of the other Wolverines on hand with me right now. I do have, actually, the 85th anniversary, which I'm going to be posting a review of. I do have that one. I do like the way these look together because movie Deadpool looks just like comic Deadpool, really just a little more tactical. I do think this looks really good together, and I do love the height difference. But nowadays, when you think of Wolverine, there's only one guy that comes to mind, and that is Hugh Jackman. Now, this figure is being re-released in the Legacy Collection as well, but it does have the Amazon exclusive Screaming head sculpt. So you will be able to get that. Actually, I think it comes with both head sculpts, whereas this version here only came with the one, and the other one came with like the leather jacket Logan, which was sick. As far as one more comparison, this is where you really want to click away. I'm sure you've been spoiled on the internet by now. We do have the comic book Gambit. This is the retro carded one. Now, this figure is not meant to scale with this at all because these are both movie figures, and comic Gambit does stand a little tall. I'm having a lot of trouble getting them to stand right now. But it does fit the need until we get an official release, which, God, I hope so. I'm going to be making a custom of it regardless. But I do like this. I mean, I guess Deadpool's looking a little small compared to Wolverine, but that's fine with me. Wolverine's supposed to, he's not supposed to be. Hugh Jackman is just a big guy, so him towering over somebody does not bother me whatsoever. So, I want to know what you guys think about this Deadpool figure. Obviously, nobody's getting hurt here. They both have regenerative abilities, so don't worry about that. But I want to know what you guys thought about the movie down in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be picking up this Deadpool figure. I'm definitely going to get probably maybe a hot toy from this movie. Definitely a third-party 1/6 scale figure because I don't think Hot Toys is going to go after the cameo characters. I'm probably going to get the figure arts versions of both of these when they eventually come out, with Wolverine being in the new suit. Probably going to get the Mayfex and definitely getting the Marvel Legends because it'll be the most affordable. But that is going to be it for today's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, take it easy.